Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to your Power Message for Monday, Magical Monday. My name's Liz, and this is Guided by Angels. Now, there may have been some real heavy energy around you at the weekend. You may have been feeling emotional, teary. You may have had heavy pressure. Maybe you've been experiencing throat chakra issues. If you've been experiencing anything with the big toe or with the thumbs, especially nails breaking or splitting or any of those things, make sure you watch the masculine reading today. But I am going to be using 3 decks of cards right now and the guidebook, the daily guidance book, to bring in some messages. But before I do, I just want to talk a little bit about our intuition and the way we're shown things that buoy our faith. The angels blow my mind every single day. That's why I love doing the work that I do and connecting with you all and feeling the power of this twin flame love, because even though I'm already in union, I still see the signs about union, about my own union and about the union that's coming for you. You know, over the weekend, I went through some huge signs. I was blown away. I went to a coffee shop by myself because George was working and I just wanted to kind of go out and about. The weather was nice. So I was out and about. And I was sitting in a coffee shop thinking about George and how blessed I am and just thinking about the love and the specialness of it all. And a song came on the radio and it was all about one soul or being one heart, or it was about being one. I think it was we are one or something like that. I've never heard it before and I couldn't really tell a lot of what the lyrics were because of the noise in the coffee shop. But every time the chorus came on, and it was we are one. I think it was we are one. It was, and obviously the first thing that popped in my mind is one soul, one heart, you know, really one body, because we experience the same things in the body that they do. And that's what was popping in my mind, and the power of the love. So that was the first one. And then I was just receiving signs that, you know, I was connected and I was receiving a lot of things. So I'm going to be talking about going on in the masculine reading today, and what they were processing over the weekend and what they were going through. But me and George were watching Once Upon a Time and I was just blown away again because we just started the final season. And as we finished the season before that, the last episode, or the last but one episode, it was a singing episode. And first of all, I loved it anyway because I'm very theatre, you know, a theatre lover. I love musicals, I love singing, dancing, anything like that. And it reminded me a lot of in Buffy when they did the episode Once More with Feeling. That's one of my favourites. And they were singing, and Snow and Charming was singing, and Regina was singing, and they were singing about being one, you know, one heart, and how they can conquer the world and how love conquers everything. And I was just blown away again. I was like, wow, because you know, when I was sitting in that coffee shop and I was thinking about my union, then I was thinking about the collective union, showing again how powerful the love is, that love really does conquer all things. And remember, you know, whatever you're going through in your connection, whether it's a challenge, an obstacle, a karmic situation, a difference between you, an age gap, a cultural divide, a country in the way, those things prove to the world that love conquers all. It proves to yourself these things, but it also proves it to the world. That's why we go through these things, because we overcome them. And we're shown how strong and powerful love really is. And then I was blown away even more because I spoke on Sunday about hi-ho and how the angels were showing me the masculines getting to work. You know, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. You know, taking control. And that you were going to either see elves with pickaxes, or, you know, a bit like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, or you were going to be shown or heard, you're going to hear hi-ho in some way. And during that show, the song, it showed the dwarves singing hi-ho. It was only for a split second. They didn't sing the whole song, or it was literally just one sentence they sang, but it was enough to grab my attention and say, yes, here you go. This is happening. It's powerful and magical. So you're being reminded to pay attention to the way you're given signs, synchronicities, and shown the way. Because especially when you're going through doubt or fear, or you're going through a struggle, you will see those signs powerfully, and they will be repetitive signs, which I like to call parrot guidance, as a huge sign of change. And sometimes we just need to rest and recharge and replenish. The throat chakra, especially over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, was so painful. Especially for me to channel the messages, because I was feeling the pain and the struggle the masculines were going through about opening up. And not just opening up to you, the divine feminine, but opening up in their life about things they want, their dreams, desires. Maybe they need to speak up at work, or they need to have a conversation with the karmic partner, or maybe talk to the kids, or whatever it is they're doing. It causes pain. And when they feel that pain, they just need a moment to step back and think and process and work things out. And unfortunately, as a divine feminine, when we don't realise that, we take it the wrong way, because we think they're ghosting us, blocking us, not wanting us, and really it's the other way around. Usually if they've taken that step back in that way, it's because something huge is about to happen. There's going to be a huge breakthrough or a big movement forwards. And I also spoke about dogs, didn't I? And see if I can get it on camera. Look at this dog there. Can you see that dog? I mean, I know it's far away. You can't probably see, but everything I'm channeling when I'm talking and connecting is all about the things you're being shown. Dogs are about loyalty, the partnership, and the masculine's return to the divine feminine. So let's bring in some messages then. Her beautiful heart, what do we need to know? Jump straight out the deck here. Jump straight out and a card sticking out. I'm also going to bring in a message from the little love notes here. What else do you need to know? Again, jumping straight out. And again, look at this. I've just realised it's by Charming Oracle. This card's moving on top as well. And I've just been talking about Prince Charming, which is really powerful. And we've got the Tall Tales Cat Crew Oracle by Mystic Moon. Any guidance we have from heaven? Here we go. So let's see what's happening with the feminine today then. And remember, if you are having any issues with your big toe especially, any toes, but mainly big toe or thumbs, thumbnails or thumbs, make sure you watch the masculine reading today. So the card coming up is honesty. It says, you make excuses for the way you feel, but you don't need to hide anything from me, because I see the real you. Now, this is even more potent and powerful, because I shared a message on TikTok yesterday. If you guys are wondering where I am on social media, I'm just here on YouTube and on TikTok. I'm not on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. Anyone who says they are me over there is not me. And I shared a little short to music yesterday on TikTok, and it was, I'm lost. You're the only one who really gets me. You're the only one who sees the real me, and I miss you because of that divine feminine. And I actually put the song I Am Cut on, and that was a very powerful song for me when I was in separation and when I was craving George. I used to listen to that song a lot because I was operating in very powerful, heavy masculine energy then. So really this is about the way they feel hurt and cut and miserable without you, because you see the real them. So you're really saying, you make excuses for the way you feel. You understand that sometimes, that they pull their energy back or say they're busy or deny what they're feeling because of their vulnerability. But you're saying you don't need to hide anything from me. And really what the masculine is saying to you, divine feminine, is I can't hide anything from you. You see the real me, because the connection is an honest one. It may not seem that way when the 3D world gets in the way, but when you close your eyes and remove the ego and focus on the love, you absolutely know that's the truth. And you're beginning to believe because of this, because you feel the power of the love, you're receiving all the signs and synchronicities. So you're seeing, they give me fear, even through fear or worry, that there is that light at the end of the tunnel. You're saying, I'm starting to believe it will all work out for us. And that's because inside it will. You feel it. The universe is showing you previews of this, showing you people holding hands or couples in marriages, getting married, or rings, or you've seen it in the comments section, people receiving communication after long periods of time. But most importantly, it's what you feel in your heart and soul. You feel it. You know there's that light at the end of the tunnel. And we're nearing June, which is really powerful because May, as powerful as it's also been a challenge. And now we're in Gemini energy as well, which means things are shifting, things are clearing. You may have noticed in the weather there's an improvement happening because we're getting closer to the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm starting to believe. I know in my heart and soul it will all work out for us. And this may also be because you're dreaming about it. You're connecting in dreams through lucid dreams, vivid dreams, astral visits in dreams. I dream about looking into your eyes and kissing you deeply. So this may be something you're dreaming about right now. And if you're dreaming about it, so are they. You may be daydreaming about it. And don't worry if you're dreaming anything crazy or awful. It means you're purging fears out in a safe place. You're releasing things that need to go. You are healing so that you can come together at the right time, look deeply into each other's eyes and kiss each other deeply. Why? Because that's true love's kiss. True love's kiss can break any curse. As, Snow White says, it's about trusting the love. It's about being at ease with things. And it's also really powerful because, I receive a lot of my messages for the collective through the shows I'm watching and the things I'm observing as well, the things I physically go through because I'm an empath and a clairsentient being. But, me and George are watching Once Upon a Time together, and then I'm watching my own show when he's gaming or doing his own thing. Because remember, in union, it's nice to spend time together, but it's also nice to have your own time to yourself too. You need that to replenish and feel independent and, get your own mojo back. So I like watching my own show. And, I've just had a break from Suits because I was watching other things. I watched Designated Survivor and some other things. And then I picked Suits back up again. And now I'm on the last season of that, which I'm really enjoying again. But Donna and Harvey have just got together. And, Donna's always loved Harvey and Harvey's always loved Donna, but he's been in a state of denial for a long time. It took him 12 years to realise, not even to realise because he always knew, but to accept himself enough to be able to open up to the relationship. 12 years. And to watch how that's unfolding in the show is just really beautiful because he's talking to her with so much love and compassion, saying, we're going to be together forever, don't you? Because he's also starting to believe. So this is about a mutual thing. It doesn't matter how long you've been apart or what the situation is, you belong. And feminines, what you're wanting to do is fix it because you're saying, when nothing feels right anymore between us and it's hurting me, I want to fix it. How can we fix things? Nothing feels right anymore. And this is because the time is coming to be together. The time is coming. And this is why you've got this message today. Look at this. The masculine is saying to you, I'm going through a spiritual awakening. That means he's hunting. Now, this is the word hurting, okay? But they show me intuitively the word hunting. Hunting as in the squirrel that's gathering all the information. Hunting like the stag out in the wilderness, finding its way, going through this spiritual awakening. And both of you are, the feminines grow too. Whenever the masculine needs space or time or room or they need to go within, the feminine needs that too to replenish, to rejuvenate, to heal. You're both going through a spiritual awakening. And you may have been through a big one already. You may have been through a few, but we continuously go through these awakenings. And when we're going through them, we see number sequences, especially 1111. So you will have seen 1111 when you first woke up to who you are. Maybe even before your twin flame journey, when you started realising that things were different for you. You're not like the crowd. You weren't born to fit in with others or follow a crowd. You were born to stand out and be a leader. And then when you woke up to what this journey is, or maybe even before then, 1111. Big sign of change. Huge sign of what's to come. Last night me and George were watching our show and it showed people coming together. I can't remember which part of the show it was, but right after there was a kiss, there was fireworks in the sky. And I was like, the firework effect. The firework effect, which shows the power of unconditional love. I think it was when older Henry kissed Cinderella, or it was something like that, but it was the sign and the symbol of the power of the love. So when you're going through a spiritual awakening, when they are going through a spiritual awakening, you need time to heal and grow on your own first, because you can't love another until you fully love yourself. We need time to heal and grow on our own first. Why? Because then you're able to give more. And when that happens, you have to let go. You need to let me go so I can grow. Understand the difference. Letting go does not mean moving on. You can't move on from your own soul. It's impossible. You are one. But what you can do is let go of control. Let go of the how, the when, the if, the expectation. You can let go of all the drama and the struggle and the worry and the pain, because you know in your heart that you'll be together again. And so do they. And you know in your heart they want to explain themselves to you, because look at this for powerful. You are the only one that truly gets me. So this message really coming through today, that for the masculine, the feminine is the only one who truly gets them. So all you have to do to move forward is loosen your grip. That means let go of control. Just allow them the time, the space and the room to move forward, and do it their way, because it may not be your way, the way you would handle it or the way you would do it, but it's the right way for them, for their growth and their spiritual awakening. And when they do it their way, they will always follow through on their plans, and those plans will always include you and lead to you. So remain cautious today. Look at your own feelings and your own emotions, and ask yourself, why is this triggering to me? What is this bringing up to my attention that I need to heal? And also give me the number 8 intuitively, which is reminding you, if you're seeing that number, not only you are eternal beings, because the number 8 is the sign of the infinity and the eternity and the eternal power of the love, but it's a symbol of abundance and magic and things manifesting in your life. So what does the boot want to say today? So in the boot today, we've got detach from drama. Wow, this is really powerful, because detach from drama means loosen that grip. Your life purpose rests on remembering and teaching love. Your life purpose, the reason you've come, but not only that, why you walk in the earth, why you are a twin flame, why you are an empath or a light worker. So you embody the power of unconditional love. Anything that pulls you away from the awareness of this emotion is a tool for learning as soon as you recognize it. So in other words, anytime you go into fear, anytime you get triggered, anytime you feel emotional, it's always a message to go within and access the information within you. Why is this hurting me? Why is this affecting me? Why am I allowing it to do so? And that's what happens when we remain cautious. We're paying attention to our feelings, our body, the way we ascend, the things we go through that shows us what our twin is going through. And again, I'm going to be talking about that more in the masculine reading today. When conflict threatens your peace of mind, and conflict could be a drama with another, could be an argument, a squabble, a misunderstanding, or it could be the inner conflict you go through in your mind. Your ego is in turmoil in that moment, and you're being reminded that you have the power to choose. You have the power to choose whether or not to engage in drama. You can be a caring and supportive person without taking part in negative thinking or fear-based behaviour, since your steady, loving inner harmony acts as a calming influence. So if you're feeling a bit emotional today or teary, it's because of your sensitivity as an empath and a starseed, a light worker. And your sensitivity is a gift you share with the world. It's never vulnerability, it's a strength. It's not a weakness, it's a strength. We'll help you. So the angel's saying we will help you to stay centered today. And the way you stay centered is through breath work, bringing yourself, to give me fear, out of fear or ego, back into the now. If you ask us, we will help you to hold the intention of detaching respectfully from any drama that may present itself today. So the thought is, I attract only harmonious situations and relationships. I attract only harmonious relationships and situations. Now, if you're struggling to do that or there is conflict around you, call on Archangel Raguel. He is the angel or the archangel of harmonious relationships. My peacefulness is reflected in me. This is what the angels want you to say. My peacefulness is reflected in my life, and it's a gift I give to others. I stay steady, calm, and compassionate no matter what's going on around me, because I always remember that love is the greatest healing force. Love is the greatest healing force, and that's why forgiveness heals, because when we're forgiving, we're operating in love. When we are breathing, we're feeling the power of love because we feel more centered. So all you have to do today to feel at ease is loosen your grip on the situation. Give it to God, because in spiritual truth, you are beginning to believe through all the experiences you are having and all the things you are seeing, no matter how you perceive them as good or bad, light or dark, negative or positive, you are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And you are starting to believe it will all work out, because it will. And that's why you're watching me and George as well, because we are already in union, coming up for 4 years. And it shows you it's possible. All you have to do is what I did. Loosen your grip, focus on the love, and trust what you feel, because it's always real. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.